kuthiwa ingane kaThambo namhlanje hayi it cannot be as business as usual kube konakele.
I can tell you the ANC they are done. They're
what
done.
Do you mean when you say
Yeah, they're done. We knew these are clever blacks who just wanted their share.
Hello and welcome to the channel. Let's get into it. There is activity galore in South Africa. Let's start at the courts as Omolefe, the one that is linked to the unaliving of DJ Somebody and some substance cases. He has been denied bail, guys. That is shocking. Imagine the protection fee he's paying in jail right now. And then we take it back to politics, where we see Fikile Mbalula issuing out statements. Is Fikile Mbalula doing too much? Succession battles are brewing in the ANC. We have seen it before. What are your thoughts on this? Let's wrap up with looking at the national dialogue and how the ANC has shot itself in the foot by inviting people to criticize them, or were they expecting the people to criticize white monopoly capital? That is not the trend at the moment. What are your thoughts on this? Let's take a look at the sentiments. Please give this video a thumbs up. Let's take a look.
Now they can no longer pretend, and I have no hope in the ANC that they can do something. Now they are out there, the gloves are off. I'll tell you why. They realize, Guti, the people who are voting them, they're diminishing. And hence, the ones who are in office today, they are looting because they don't know which tomorrow they'll be there in the next elections. They don't know which their future is guaranteed. You say, you know, it's like, let me loot now and then go, whether the party dies or not. Because even if it survives, I won't be there. Some they look at people like Ngonde Palfo. I saw Ngonde Palfo. It's a sad story. You know, when you see him, some they say, yeah, you know, why was he not looting? And you probably find that he was not corrupt. There is no reward for being a good citizen. So that's why when they get in there, whether it's lottery, you know, whether it's whatever tender they're taking without shame. And when people waiting, thinking with these guys, they are self-correcting. No, they're self-correcting their bank accounts. And you think that these guys can self-correct. And the younger ones, they're waiting, hoping which they get in there first before this thing is destroyed. Because now they can see which there is Inkatha, there's GNU, there's DA, there's ANC. They can no longer loot freely. But now it's a looting show. And we are becoming like Mexico, like Venezuela. South Africa has become a mafia state. And these mafias, they have subdivided themselves.
Hey.
Sanibona uMC Mathentenda ulo oxhaswa abakanyamezela funeral services kulona inkulumo enohlonze kwi-national dialogue. Our own beloved president Cyril Matamela Ramaphosa ubuza imibuzo asiphuphi mhlambe kube sisazavuswa. Kuza kanjani ukuthi uhulumeni okuyena osiphethe ekufanele ba uza nezimpendulo kodwa ezobuza kuthina uthi njengoba benza le national dialogue nje bafuna ukubuza kuthini ukuthi kungani kugcwala kangaka emaklinikhi, kungani ko home affairs kugcwala kangaka, kungani abantu abaphuwa bephuwa kangaka, abezi nesolution. Bafowethu hayi asisho lutho sithule nje siyabuka.
The national dialogue concluded. I cannot for the life of me understand how the ANC subjected itself to this humiliation ritual that is going to be broadcasted all over the country, because you dipped below 40% for a reason, right? And so now you have subjected yourself to bringing people all across the country from different backgrounds to come in and sit in one room televised to criticize your governance. And now the logical assumption is people are going to point at you and say, you guys are the problem. We are here because of you. You are failing us. You're doing this, which is exactly what has been happening. And so I just don't understand, because I've seen some rumors about this is them trying to sanitize their image to the public in time for next year's local government elections. Meanwhile, this is doing nothing of the sort. It's actually highlighting the stresses and the issues that people have had with the ANC government. So that's why I'm calling it an humiliation ritual, because it genuinely does not make sense. And then I've been seeing a lot of people, okay, let's say people in government who are facilitating this dialogue saying that this is to find solutions for the issues of the country. Guys, there was a Zondo commission. Let's take that premise. There was a Zondo commission. There were recommendations made in that commission in order to combat corruption and to fire some people, change systems in others. You didn't do that. So why should we think that you'd actually do anything different when it comes to this national dialogue? Here we go again. So, I mean, continue. Remind people that we have a democracy and we can actually vote you out. But in the game of power and trying to assert your dominance, no.
Things that are happening in ANC now, you can see shame. Ziyabuya ku-ANC, I'm telling you. Sons of Mchunu and Mbalula Gigaba, who are corrupt themselves now, have started talking bad things about ANC. Ramaphosa kubonakala ngathi there is someone who is on his side anymore. It doesn't look like Ramaphosa, because corrupt people are also against you now. Other people have been against you for some time now. Let's watch and see if you will finish this term.
Mbalula Gigaba udomkhumbula lolo phakathi buku wathi imagine this in my mouth. Aveta lenye into le Mbalula Gigaba uthi no akholelwa kulokwe GNU ukuthi ANC ingasebenzisana neDA nokuthi ANC lapha kuthengwa amavoti, so lokho kuyayibulala ANC, yabo. Bathi kumele ba discipline ngoba bakhiphe amagama la ngase right, bakhuluma kabi ngeANC. Mbalula Gigaba na senzo Mchunu. So Mchunu yena ukukhumbula ukuthi since setinkingene ngalokwashiwa umkhwanazi. So yena basi beyakhuluma samoya naye, ukhulume wangavakala ngoba uthe since umkhwanazi you will remember that in fact yeah, so kona lokho nje bathi no kufuna ukuthi bamdiscipline. Ukukhumbula ukuthi nyalo itheme president seyitophela, sebantu baqala kuveta ukuthi bemephi satubuya kakhulu perhaps. Wow, hlala nami.
Well, there you have it, sentiments coming in there. There is the story about Fikile Mbalula and how he's trying to gudluza uMalusi and gudluza Mchunu so that his path to presidency is clear. What are your thoughts on that? Yaiva, this is what is the problem already. When it comes to politics, some people have taken it as a career, and it then requires them to move and shift positions to where they feel they will serve the nation best. Now you get people within the country and those outside the country who take offense to South Africans who promote patriotism. What is wrong with that? Why aren't you guys proud of your countries? Why aren't you guys looking up to your governments so that they in turn take care of what they should? Every government is not elected just to look good in those seats. They are elected to take care of the country's interests, right? That is what people are arguing, that how is this government taking care of the interest of other people and not of its own citizens? And then secondary, they can think about how do we relate with other people who then have relationships with South Africa, and that is still an interest for South Africa. What are your thoughts on all of these stories? Please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for joining us on this one. Do let me know what you think down below in the comment section. section. Please give this video a thumbs up and I will see you on the next video.